Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today we are going to talk about occipital bone. So let's start our topic with introduction. Occipital bone is a single unpaired cranial bone that is located at the back and base of the skull. It forms the posterior part of cranium and surrounds the foramen magnum. That is a large opening that allows communication between brain and spinal cord. Occipital bone contributes to the cranial base, it protects the brain, and articulates with vertebral column, thus making it one of the most vital bones of the skull. Location and structure of occipital bone. Occipital bone is situated at the posterior and inferior part of the skull. They form the posterior cranial fossa, which houses the cerebellum and parts of brainstem. They articulate with parietal bones, temporal bones, sphenoid bones, and first cervical vertebra that is also called as atlas. Parts of occipital bone includes one squamous part, basilar part, and two lateral parts. Now let's talk about these parts one by one. So first part of occipital bone is squamous part. It is large flat portion that form the back of the head. Externally, it features the external occipital protuberance that is also called as inion, that is a bony projection where neck ligaments and muscle attach. Extending laterally from this point, that is external occipital protuberance, are superior nuchal lines and inferior nuchal lines, which provide further muscle attachment. Next part of occipital bone is basilar part. This is part of occipital bone that is located in the front of foramen magnum. It extends forward to articulate with sphenoid bone. It forms part of clevis, that is a slope that supports the brainstem. Next occipital bone is lateral parts of occipital bones. They are found on either side of foramen magnum. Each part contains the occipital condyle, that is rounded surface that articulate with atlas, that is first cervical vertebra, and to form the atlanto-occipital joint that allow the nodding movement of the head. It also contains the hypoglossal canal through which the hypoglossal nerve passes, that is the 12th cranial nerve. Important features of occipital bone. First feature is foramen magnum, that is a large central opening that allows passage of spinal cord, vertebral arteries, and spinal part of accessory nerves. Second feature is external occipital protuberance, that is a prominent bump on the back of the head that is palpable under the skin. Third feature is occipital condyles, that are smooth rounded structures that articulate with atlas and that allow flexion and extension movement of the head, that is also called as yes movement of the head. Next feature is nuchal lines, that are bony ridges that provide attachment for muscles of neck and back. Articulations of occipital bone. Occipital bone articulates with parietal bone at the lambdoid suture. It articulates with temporal bone laterally. It articulates with sphenoid bone anteriorly at the base region. And it also articulates with atlas, that is C1 vertebra, through the occipital condyles. Functions of occipital bones. First function is protection, as these bones form the posterior wall and base of cranium, that enclose the cerebellum and brainstem. Second function is support, as occipital bone provides structural stability to skull and articulates with the vertebral column. Third function is passage of structure, as this bone has a foramen magnum that allow vital structures such as spinal cord and blood vessels to pass, and it also has other foramina that allow major structures to pass through. Then a fourth function of occipital bone is movement, as there are occipital condyles that enable nodding and slight lateral movement of the head on the vertebra. Fifth function of occipital bone is muscle attachment, as this bone serves as an anchor point for neck and back muscles. Conclusion of this lecture video. Occipital bone is a vital, unpaired cranial bone that forms the back and base of skull. With its key structures like foramen magnum, occipital condyles, external occipital protuberance, and nuchal lines, it not only protects the brain and connects the skull to the spine, but also allows head movements and support essential neural and vascular connections. Its importance lies in both protection and function, making it indispensable component of the cranium. And this was all about occipital bone. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.